The Science of Mind, written by Ernest Holmes, read by Jean Perkle, for May 20th. Right thought, constantly poured into consciousness, will eventually purify it. Discord might be likened to a bottle of impure water. Healing might be likened to the process of dropping pure water into that bottle, a drop at a time, until the whole is clean and pure. Someone might ask why the bottle could not be turned upside down and it at once drain out all the impurities. Sometimes this happens, but not often. Meanwhile, a drop at a time will finally eliminate the impurities and produce a healing. In treating, go beyond the disease and supply a spiritual consciousness. A treatment is not complete without great realization of life and love, of God and perfection, of truth and wisdom, of power and reality. Sense the divine presence in and through the patient at all times. Whether we say that thought goes out or that it is operated upon by principle makes little difference. It is very evident that until the thought is created, there is no operation. It is evident that thinking sets causation in motion. Whether the word used heals or simply sets the law in motion really is of small importance. The practitioner is in the same mind in which his patient lives. Consequently, since each is in the one mind, the patient is sick in the same medium and, in a certain sense, in the same mind in which the practitioner lives. And because this mind is indivisible, the practitioner can, in his own mentality, reach the thought which causes the patient to be sick. Whether we say he sends out a thought or that he simply realizes a thought makes no difference. The simplest way to say that the practitioner realizes within himself upon the one mind, through the one medium, in the one law. The practitioner realizes a certain truth for his patient within himself. Therefore, he sets the law in motion for his patient. The operation of this law may be thought of in the same way we think of law, whereby water reaches its own level by its own weight. The practitioner knows within himself, and this self-knowingness arises into the consciousness of his patient. It is like planting a seed in the ground. A practitioner sows the seed, and the creative mind produces the plant. Does the soil operate on the seed, or does the seed operate on the soil? We do not know, but we do know that when a seed is put into the ground, the law pertaining to growth operates and a plant is produced, and that unless a seed is planted, no plant will be produced. In practice, we make no attempt to send thoughts to our patients. We know there is but one mind. We will say that A represents one who is sick and desires help. B represents a practitioner. B thinks into mind, and whether we say that he is thinking within himself or somewhere else does not matter. He is always thinking into mind because he is in mind. But one might say the patient thinks into his own subjective mind. Yes, if you wish to designate it as his suggestive mind, but a suggestive mind is only his atmosphere in the one mind. We must understand this very clearly, else someday there will be a wall between our thought and its ability to heal some person who happens to be at a physical distance. Both the patient and the practitioner think into one common mind. Therefore, when a patient comes to a practitioner for healing, the practitioner does not try to hypnotize him, nor suggest anything to him. He declares the truth about the patient, to the degree that the practitioner brings his own consciousness to a true recognition of perfection. Provided there is a subjective receptivity in the thought of the patient, that man will be helped. The practitioner does not try to hold a thought, nor to send out a thought. He simply tries to convince himself of the perfection of his patient. The practitioner does not try to make the word operate through his patient, but only attempts to know the truth of what he states. The patient must be receptive to the truth. Then the truth will heal him. The practitioner is dealing with universal law, backed by omnipotent power, which is divine principle. This is what Jesus meant when he said, "Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." Every time we think, we are thinking into a receptive plastic substance, which receives the impress of our thought. When we stop to realize how subtle thoughts are, how unconsciously we think negation, how easy it is to get down and out mentally, we shall see that each is perpetuating his own condition. This is why people go from bad to worse or from success to a greater success. Only as we gradually, definitely, and intellectually take true ideas and build them into the structure of our own thought can there come the desired reaction. In mental thought, can there come the desired reaction? In mental treatment, the practitioner deals solely with ideas and treats neither bodies nor conditions. He never manipulates, nor should he lay hands on his patient. He does not care where the patient is when he is treating him or what he may be doing. The practitioner's work begins and ends within his own consciousness. This should be constantly borne in mind.